Welcome to France. There's a reason France has been the most visited country in the world for a number of years now. It quite simply has it all. And you're not confined to just one kind of vibe. Wherever you go in France, you'll get something totally different. That's the magic of it. Looking for the ultimate city break? Paris has got you covered. A port stay in a seriously up-and-coming travel destination. Marseille is waiting. Beaches, bougie bars, and Michelin-starred dining. It's time to head to Nice. Whether you're looking for picturesque rural villages or remote towns away from civilization, you'll find it here. Here's our top picks for where to visit in France. Best places to visit in France. Paris. Paris, the capital city of France, is a global hub for art, culture, fashion, and history, often called the City of Light. It is one of the most romantic and visited cities in the world, offering a timeless charm that draws millions of visitors each year. The city is home to some of the most iconic landmarks in the world. The Eiffel Tower, an enduring symbol of France, offers breathtaking views of the city. The Louvre Museum, the largest art museum in the world, houses masterpieces like the Mona Lisa and Venus de Milo. The Notre Dame Cathedral, with its Gothic architecture, has stood as a testament to French history for centuries. Other must-visit attractions include the Champs-Élysées, Arc de Triomphe, and the grandeur of the Palace of Versailles just outside the city. Marseille. One of Europe's oldest cities and France's second-largest city, Marseille is a major Mediterranean seaport located off the southeast coast of France. Once a prominent Greek harbor, there remains a classic edginess to the city, but it's evolved into a much richer, interesting culture. Today, creativity runs through the city and can be seen in its live music, arts, and cutting-edge museums. The same can be said of its progressive food scene. At the core of Marseille is its old port, Vieux-Port. Dominated by two historic forts, this bustling harbor is lined with waterfront cafes, shops, and bars. At the end of the harbor is the Quai des Belges, where visitors can view luxury yachts, ferry boats, and fishermen auctioning off their catch at the daily fish market. One of Marseille's best natural attractions. The Calanques are a series of small inlets with astonishing blue water and majestic limestone cliffs. Nice, all right. That's a bit too cheesy, but it's true. With its lavish beachside promenade, throngs of established museums, and hearty wine bars, Nice is a rather exceptionally lovely coastal city. It's the former residence of Henri Matisse, with an entire museum dedicated to the legendary artist. And with skies this vibrant, it's not hard to see where he found the inspiration for his bold blues. Bordeaux. Some great wine regions have made it into our list, but Bordeaux can lay claim to being the best of them. As the country's wine capital, there is an air of elegance to Bordeaux. This is elevated by the cocktail of 18th century architecture. Cutting through the center of town are the streets of Place du Parlement and Saint-Pierre. High culture mingles on these streets that are lined by chic cafes and outdoor seating to bathe under the sun. Before you venture and experience some of the area's best vineyards, explore the La Cité du Vin. This museum showcases the history of wine from around Bordeaux and is set in a captivating building. To get there, take a leisurely stroll down the river Garonne. Provence, inland from the bustle of the Riviera, the vast and ancient rural region of Provence is the place for a slower pace of life. If you don't like the smell of lavender, best avoid the Valençol Plateau, with its fields of purple stretching into the distance, 300 square miles worth of the fragrant stuff. We recommend renting a mountain bike and cycling the yellow dirt paths, with a charming stopover in a village such as Riez or Espérance de Verdun. Not far away, the gravity-defying limestone flanks and dazzling turquoise-green waters of the Gorge de Verdun draw hikers, swimmers, and kayakers from far and wide. Notre Dame Cathedral. The Notre Dame Cathedral is one of the most famous Gothic masterpieces in the world. The construction of this iconic church spanned over 200 years, which began in the 12th century. The cathedral is famous for its magnificent stained glass windows, beautiful towers, and the flying buttresses. Inside the Cathedral of Notre Dame, there are splendid displays of some of the finest artworks and valuable items that reflects the neo-Gothic design of that age. The Notre Dame Cathedral of Paris is known for its splendid location, towers, flying buttresses, and spire. Enhanced by exploring Europe trip, for centuries, the 70 meters high Notre Dame Cathedral remained as one of the tallest and most precious edifices of Paris. Visitors coming here admire the beauty of the cathedral as a masterpiece carved out from French Gothic architecture. French Riviera. While places in France can range from exotic to historic, the French Riviera is the personification of French elegance and Mediterranean paradise. The deep azure water laps the scenic strip of coastline, giving rise to the French name, Côte d'Azur, and unveiling seaside glamour and endless energy. You can bask on private beaches and in five-star hotels for a perfect couples tour of France. Enjoy viewing the sails of passing boats, or view the elegant ambience of grand boulevards. Living history, artistic legacies, Mediterranean cuisine, and landscapes leading from olive groves to craggy cliffs enhance the immersive personalities of the French Riviera. Lyon. Located in east-central France, Lyon is the capital of the Rhône department. It is the place to stop and splurge on the good things in life. Once you've blown your budget at the Bouchon Lyonnais, traditional bistros, you'll still find much to do. Top of this list should be a jaunt along the paths that snake through the Parc des Hauteurs. These lead you to the Basilique Notre Dame de Fourvière. Both the city and the Alps combine for an epic view. Lyon also has several interesting neighborhoods to explore. For example, Préquille is the heart of the city with its restaurants, bars, and clubs, while Croix-Rousse is known for its hundreds of hidden passageways known as traboules. Eventually, you'll end up in Vieux-Lyon, the historic center featuring narrow cobblestone streets, Renaissance architecture, and landmarks like St. John Cathedral with its astronomical clock. If you found this content helpful and inspiring, remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends and family.